AITA for refusing to move back into my home. Because my husband moved his ex-wife in without asking me, I 29F and my husband 34M have been married for 2 years, and we've had an unconventional living arrangement that worked for us until recently. I travel frequently for work, so I keep an apartment in another city where I stay during the week. My husband lives in our shared home, where I come back on weekends, and we make it work. Everything was fine until about 3 weeks ago when he dropped a bombshell on me. His ex-wife 32F lost her job and couldn't afford her rent. Without discussing it with me first, he offered her to move into our home temporarily until she got back on her feet. To clarify, this is the mother of his 10-year-old son, and they've always maintained a cordial relationship for the sake of their child. But I feel blindsided and betrayed because this is a huge decision he made alone, and now she's living in my home. When I told him I wasn't comfortable with her being there, he told me I was being selfish, and that this was about helping his son's mother, not rekindling anything romantic. He's acting like this is all about doing what's best for his son's stability, but I can't help but feel disrespected. Why didn't he talk to me first? It's like my opinion doesn't matter in our marriage. To make matters worse, the ex-wife seems way too comfortable with the situation. She's acting like this is her home too. She redecorated the guest room without asking anyone and even suggested we all sit down for family dinners on weekends, which I absolutely refused to do. I told my husband that until she moved out, I wouldn't be coming back to the house. He's furious, calling me immature and saying I'm choosing my pride over his son's well-being. He claims I'm acting out of jealousy, but it's not about that. It's about boundaries. Then things got even more complicated. My husband revealed that his ex-wife has been struggling with mental health issues, and that if she doesn't show stability, she could lose custody of their son. He's terrified that she might spiral, and their son could end up in the foster care system. He framed it as if I'm the one standing in the way of his son's future, and now I'm feeling incredibly guilty. But at the same time, I feel like this is being used to manipulate me into accepting a situation that I'm not okay with. My husband admitted that he's been financially supporting her for months without telling me. He said it was just to help her out with groceries and bills, but this feels like a betrayal too. I thought we were supposed to be a team, but he's been making major decisions behind my back that impact our life together. I know she's the mother of his child, but where are the boundaries? Am I just supposed to let her live in my house indefinitely? What happens if she never gets back on her feet? And how am I supposed to feel knowing my husband has been secretly helping her financially? I feel like I'm being gaslit into accepting something that makes me uncomfortable. But now I'm wondering if I'm being heartless for prioritizing my comfort over his son's well-being. So AITA for refusing to move back into my home because my husband moved his ex-wife in without asking me